Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Anabellas. This is Flosstube number 6. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm very happy that you're here. I hope everybody had a good week. Not much going on in my life for a change. It was very quiet and peaceful. No drama this week, which is always something. But I did get some stitching done, so I thought I'd share with you some of my works in progress and a couple of new starts that I have. So last week I showed you that I was working on Love is in the Air and that it's crooked, but I was able to get the bottom done. This was a bit challenging for me. The stitching frog came and visited my house because I had to tear this out completely and redo it. I made a mistake at the beginning and of course didn't catch the mistake till I was way over here. But anyway, I've enjoyed stitching this a lot. This was supposed to be my quick stitch, which was an epic fail because you know, not so quick with the crooked fabric and, you know, life and falls and all that nonsense. So, but I think it's really cute and it's coming along nicely. And I'm not sure that I'm going to do the border that goes all the way around it because I think I made a mistake with this. This has been just a complete disaster with this fabric, but I think I just don't have enough room to put a border on and then frame it. So I probably won't do a border. But by next week, you should see a real finish on this. So Love is in the Air, almost done. And then I have two starts this week. One is Giddy Goat Apple Harvest that my daughter Michelle, I told you she never asks me to stitch anything. I did the Christmas cow for her. And then she said, Mom, would you, stitch this? And I was like, yes, I'll do it for you. So I started Apple Harvest and I'm using this 14 count Aida fabric by Charles Craft. And let me just tell you that, if you look at the cow and you look at my stitching, this is tough to do for me because you have to be super, super careful because of how the pattern is. I don't even know if I'm holding this right side up or upside down, but anyway, let's try this way too so you can see both sides. So this little guy hopefully will be done. My goal is to finish it by the end of February. So we'll see if I'm able to keep up with that. But isn't he cute? He's a cute little cow. And I love that he has the apple in his mouth. It's so cute. Okay, so Apple Harvest by Giddy Goat. Who is this? By Artful Offerings. So, and then I have another start this month. This is our Sal, our February sampler by Country Cottage Needleworks. This is our Facebook Sal that everybody's participating in for the next year or so. And here is my start. I am changing out some of the colors. I didn't care for the word February being in white. I thought it kind of got lost. So I went ahead and used the pink here, and then I also thought that the line here was kind of too faint for me, so I went ahead and used the darker pink. So this is in the works, and this is for February, and I hope to have it done by Valentine's Day. I don't know, we'll see. It's only 2 weeks away, but I'll see what I can do as far as getting it done. So those are the only two works in progress I brought in to show you. I know that I'm still working on Hello Winter from Stitching with the Housewives. So I haven't done anything on that this past week. But I will share that with you if I get any more work done next week. So that's a little bit about my works in progress. Got quite a bit of store haul to share with you. It was a busy week. We got in a lot of shipments and we have a lot more coming next week. So let me share these with you. I'm going to start with the one I can't pronounce because I am Italian, if you can imagine that I'm Italian, and I cannot for the life of me pronounce this name. So I'm just going to show it to you. So two of their new patterns came in. This is If You Love Somebody, and it's actually called Cuore, and I believe it's Batticuore, but I'm not sure. Anyways, it's adorable, and this is available in the shop. It says, if you love somebody, set them free. And I believe I have fixed the words that were backwards last time. I don't know what happened to my camera settings, and by the time someone pointed it out to me, it was too late. I had already published the video, so, but I believe I fixed it. So thank you for sharing and being so patient with me. So isn't that pretty? So pretty and so many bright colors. So that's new to the shop, and you can find that on Etsy. And then the next one is, it's not Valentine's Day without hearts. Look at that. I just love it. It's so pretty. Lots of Valentine colors, and this would be a really fun stitch too. So those are 2 new patterns that came into the shop. Both of them are $13, but you can always get your discount at Anabella's. Heart in Hand, We Won Valentine Bird. This came in, and if I had thought ahead, I would have made this a quick stitch. When we get a little further in the video, I'll show you the quick stitch for February that's coming up, and it is a We Won pattern. It's the St. Patrick's bird. I think I showed it to you last week, but I put together a little kit for you so that you can just purchase it all at once. So I'll show you that in just a bit. But this is new to the shop too. Then this is not new, a new release, but this is new to the shop because I ordered a ton of them. Here is the March Cottage of the Month by Country Cottage Needleworks. Many of you are doing the whole monthly series. She just recently released the sampler of the month, and that's the Sal that we're doing. But for quite some time, for quite a few years, she has had a 12-month series called Cottage of the Month. And it's a wonderful series, and we may actually do it as a group when the series ends, depending upon what you guys want to do. But March is in the shop. And we have all of the patterns in the shop. So if you're looking for those, you can find them there. Jeanette Douglas has a great series. It's a 4-part series for seasons. Jump into Spring. This one is Jump into Spring. There is Soar into Summer. I don't remember what the other 2 were. Cozy into Winter and Fall into Autumn. I think those are the 4. But Soar into Spring just came in, and I just think that's so pretty. I love the basket weave. Isn't that pretty? So this is now available, and I like this a lot. So you can buy that in the shop. Another pattern that came in is by the Blue Flower. This is called Winter Valentine. This is an older chart that I found as I was going through my distributor's website looking for some fun Valentine's projects to share with you. But if you've heard me say I love cardinals, so I think it just caught my eye. But that would be a really pretty stitch, and I just love the finishing on that with the lace around the edges. So that's pretty. And she's actually stitched this on 40 count. I don't know. I could never do that. We already talked about my epic fail with linen fabric, but I think that it's just darling. So that's available. And then Darling and Whimsy, another great designer. This came in as well. This is called Be Mine. This is so cute. Look at that cute little bee. So Be Mine is stitched on 14 count. So that's a quick stitch. And I like that. That's really cute. So you can find Be Mine in the shop. And then let me get another sip of coffee. Oh, I got a white shirt on. I think I just splattered coffee all over me. Okay, so now we have Homespun Elegance, and they have they have a truck series with all the different trucks, and this one is Love Truck. Look at how cute. So there's a 2 little snowman and the little red truck, and I just think it's adorable. So that came into the shop too by Homespun Elegance. And if you go to my Etsy shop and you type in the search bar Homespun Elegance truck, all of them will come up. And I think she's got one for every single possible season or holiday. And you can stitch those up. As you know, the Prairie, well, you may not know, but the Prairie Schooler no longer is designing patterns, but all of their old patterns were bought by Hoffman's, which is one of our distributors, and they are reprinting them. So Birds and Berries is a reprint, and it is now available at Anabella's for those of you who are bird lovers like me. There you go. Isn't that neat? So speaking of bird lovers, I don't know if you all know this, but I have a Quaker parrot. Her name is Bella Fiorella, and Bella is probably 4 or 5 years old, and Quaker parrots are very, very smart. They're not as smart as African gray parrots, but they're very, very smart birds. And Bella spent 12 hours in the car with my husband when we drove. We have a home in North Carolina, and it's about a 10.5-hour drive. And one time when we went up, I had Bella drive with Terry, And lo and behold, he spent 10.5 hours teaching her bad words. So Bella has a bit of a potty mouth, and I could just kill my husband, but she's kind of funny. I can't repeat her potty mouth, but she says things like nanite and I love you, which I love to hear. She says good girl. She says uh-oh. She says nanite when she wants to go to bed, 5:30 sharp, nanite, 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 nanite. So she says nanite. She calls the dogs. She says Emma, and she'll say Riley. So she calls our dogs out. She says yum yum. She likes to eat. She'll say good girl, bad girl. She's got quite a vocabulary, but then the bad words pop in and she can embarrass you in public. So, but Bella Fiorella is her name, and she's my sweet little bird. I've had birds my whole life. So I think of her when I see this. And no, I won't be stitching this. I would love to, but I cannot add one more thing to my stash of things to stitch. So here's La Petite Cray. Oh God, I can't say it. Whatever this company's name is, please help me. I need to take languages. I need to take language courses. So this came into the shop. This is called Love. Just adorable. And if you have a little one or a grandchild and you want to, you know, make something really cute for them for Valentine's Day, or even as a sampler or for a new baby, I thought this was just precious. So this is available in the shop too. And we carry a lot of their patterns. They did a pattern for Christmas. It was called Christmas Tray. And I know many of you have ordered it and are waiting. I have been trying to get it for months. I think when it first came out, we maybe got 10 into the shop. And based on pre-orders, I think people pre-ordered even more of that. And a lot of people have gotten refunds, but we can't seem to get it in. I've actually reached out to them to see if I can order from them directly rather than through my wholesalers, so that I can get you their patterns quickly, and all of the patterns that they will allow us to sell. But this is their latest, and it is just adorable. So there's that. Another Homespun Elegance came in this past week. It is called, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. Oh, Quaker Love Letter. So it's called Quaker Love Letter and Live, Love, Laugh. I used to have a necklace like that when I was in high school. It was a little gold square and it said Live, Love, Laugh. I'll have to go dig it out of my jewelry box because I thought that saying was long gone. But how cute is that? Live, Love, Laugh. And that is available too. That came in this week. Then we have Spring Deer by Barbara Anna. She makes such pretty things. So this is Barbara Anna's designs and Spring Deer. Very cute. I love the flowers on her head. So that's available. And we carry a lot of Barbara Anna's patterns. So type her name in the search bar and things will come up. Oh, my back is still bothering me. I gotta scoot. Ouch. So I got a couple kits in that I'm going to show you. This is by Riolis. Riolis, we just got 2 kits in this week. I've ordered this for the shop. This is white lilies. This is like Easter lilies. So if you're thinking ahead and you're looking for something that you can stitch up for Easter, either as a gift or for yourself, this is a really super, super pretty design. It comes on 14 count Zweigart Ada. And all of the anchor floss is included. You can see that on the back. And they package it up very, very nicely. So white lilies, and the finished size is about 7 3/4 by 7 3/4 inches. So it's not that big, but it's very, very pretty. And then this, of course, I fell in love with by Riolis. This is called Blue Jays. This is also in the shop. This is a great winter stitch. But the blue jays are just beautiful. And the call for fabrics, of course, are included, as well as the white Zweigart fabric. So again, this is Riolis's Blue Jays. Very pretty. Other things that came in, Charles Craft has come out with 2 new fabrics. This, the color probably isn't very good in my video, but this is iridescent pink. So this is a 14 count iridescent pink. It's 15 by 18 inches. Let me turn it this way so you can see it a little bit better. I don't know if you can see the iridescence. And they also have a baby blue. It's a very soft, pretty blue, but that's on back order. So I will be getting the blue in right now. The pink is in. I think I have only like 8 left, but if you're interested, you can get that in the Etsy shop. So that is that. Pardon me. And then we got in a bunch of Moda fabric. Hello Sunshine is the most recent line that came into the shop. I'm not showing all of it. I think we have the fat quarter, the fat eighths. We have 2 backing fabrics that you can buy by the yard. Those are coming this week. We have jelly rolls, and then we have the charm packs. And I'm going to make a quilt for my new grandbaby that I'm not supposed to, that we're not going to find out what the sex is. So I thought this was really pretty, gender neutral. But here are some, let me see if I can, I don't know if I can show you these. Here are some of the fabrics. So those cute little hearts. Let's see what we have here. So we have some of that. Those pretty. Some stars. Look at that. I love the little cherries. They're so cute. Let me see what other fabric is. More stars and rainbows. Whoops. That was pretty. Let me find that. So we have that. Let me see here. I know, this is like really ridiculous, right? Okay, here you go. And I'm sure if you go onto my site, I do have a photo of all the fabrics that are available in each of these pre-packs. So I do a lot of quilting with pre-cuts. So this is something that I really, really thought would be fun to stitch up for the new baby. So I'll be working on that, and I'll show you my quilting projects as I go along too. I won't just show every week my cross stitch, but as I get back into quilting, which I haven't really been doing much in the most recent 6 months or so, I'll share all of that with you so that you can see, you know, how I'm doing with that. We have a few things coming. First will be, like I said, the February quick stitch. Where did he go? I lost him. Okay, here he is. So February quick stitch is coming out. You're going to be able to order this today or tomorrow on the website. This is the pattern. It is the St. Patrick's bird. Then there is the little button that goes with it. This is from Just Another Button Company. So you'll be able to get the little button to complete your work. And then the called for floss, the DMC called for floss, there's just 6 skeins, so there's not a lot of floss. And I'll put this together. I think it's going to be $12.99 less your discount. So if you want, you can purchase this and do a quick stitch in February to have it done by St. Patrick's Day. It's a really little pattern. It won't take you that long. So I thought that would be perfect for a quick stitch for this coming month. And then I'll also sell the pattern separately because a lot of you already have all your DMC flosses and things like that, and you won't need to buy a kit. So that's fun. So that's going to be available, like I said, either today or first thing in the morning. Pattern of the week. Okay, so every week I'm highlighting a pattern, and then I'm going to give you a coupon code on the YouTube video that you can use to get an additional 10% off. Everything in the store is 10% off already, except for some things. But all patterns are, all cross-stitch patterns are, and all cross-stitch kits are always 10% off. And then every week I'm going to highlight a pattern in the shop and then give you a coupon code so you can get an additional 10% off. So this week I'm highlighting Annie Beez new Frosty Valentine. We just got this in. I think it's so cute. Look at the letters in the trees, the little Valentine's love letters. Remember when you were a kid and you used to be able to go to the store with your mom or your dad or whoever and get your little boxes of Valentines and then come home and fill them all out. I remember when my mom was alive, one of the funnest memories I have is coming home from school with my little shoebox full of Valentine cards and then sitting down at the table with her and going through them all. I remember the first time I got one from a boy. It was like, oh my God, I got a boy. There's a boy that likes me. And she was so wonderful. But I thought that this reminded me of that, these little love letters here. So anyway, this is the pattern of the month. And when you purchase this and you go to the cart on Etsy, it's going to ask you for a coupon code. And all you have to do on this chart only is enter the word Annie, A-N-N-I-E, And Etsy will add another 10% discount off of this pattern. And I will offer this through the weekend. So you have from now until Sunday to go ahead and use that coupon code if you'd like to get the pattern of the week. So we have that. What else can I share with you? Contest winners. So last week I asked you if you would, I told you about Aunt Millie, which you've heard, a few times, and how she taught me to stitch and that I was 12. And then I asked all of you to share with me, who taught you to stitch? How old were you? So as you know, YouTube, there's an app and it allows YouTube to pick people that comment, and then I pick 4. So the 4 winners for last week's contest are Carolyn Mitchell, Carolyn Webster, Cathi Copley, and Ambia Cooper. So you all will be receiving Happy Mail, but in order to get the Happy Mail, you got to send me your address. Quite a few people who have won past contests have not sent me their address, so I have no way of sending you your Happy Mail. I also don't have your phone number or your email addresses, so there's no way for me to contact you. So if I called your name, please send an email to info@anabellas.net, and I will get your Happy Mail right out to you. So let's think of what question we can ask for this coming week. I don't know. Let me think about that for a minute. Okay, I know what I can ask you. What is your favorite thing to stitch? When I mean that, I mean theme. What is your favorite theme to stitch? Do you prefer to stitch seasonal themes? Do you like to stitch samplers? Do you like to stitch patterns that have no back stitching? So what is your favorite thing to stitch? When you sit down to pick out a project or you go to a shop to look for something, what's your go-to? Where do you go first? Do you like seasons? Do you like some people only stitch patriotic patterns? So tell me that. Tell me what your favorite thing to stitch is, what your favorite theme is. And if you have more than one, that's okay. But I'm curious. I know what my go-tos are. And I'll share that with you after you guys share it with me. So let me know. And that will be our contest for next week. Comment below. That's how we pick names. And then next week we'll pick 4 more winners and you'll get Happy Mail. So that's fun. The Floss Club that we talked about, I will have that up on the Facebook group. So again, look below. You have to join the Facebook group in order to see the announcement about the Floss Club. And I might do the Fabric Club too. If I have enough time to get it all done today or tomorrow, I might go ahead and just do both at the same time. So you have to be a member of the Facebook group and because there'll be a form you'll have to fill out. And that'll only be accessible on the Facebook page. So go to the page and then join the group. It's Anabella's Shop on Facebook, and I'll get that Floss Club kicked off. So how fun is that? I'm looking forward to that. What's coming? So this coming week, meaning Monday, Tuesday coming up, all of the Stitching with the Housewives April releases will be shipped. So they're going to ship those on February 1st. So I will have them in a couple days after that. They come by priority mail. Do they come by priority mail? Yeah, they come by priority mail, United States Postal Service. So the 3 patterns that are coming are Here Comes Peter Cottontail, April's Trucking Along, and they release their new Bunny Bakery. I think I had told you on the last Flosstube that they released 2 and then they follow midweek with their 3rd. So their 3rd is called Bunny Bakery. You can find it on my Etsy shop. It's so cute. It is just really adorable. And I do have floss packs available for April Trucking Along and for Here Comes Peter Cottontail. Because they delay the release of the 3rd, I don't have floss packs for that. So sorry. But if they get back to releasing all 3 at once, then I'll make sure to have floss packs for each of their 3 releases each month. So you can get that. This week, I'm going to be really ramping up our quilting department and adding, ordering a lot more fabric and a lot more quilt patterns. The quilt patterns always come in before the fabric, and you've heard the commercial about how fabric is sometimes being delayed. But there's a lot of lines that have fabric in stock. So they may not be lines that were just released this month. Maybe they've been released in the last month or two. But anything that I see that catches my eye that I think you guys would love, I'll go ahead and place those orders. So if you are a quilter or you like to sew and you're looking for fabric, just keep checking the site. They would appear under new arrivals, and then they'll also appear under the category of quilt fabric. And quilt patterns has a separate category, so you'll see that there too. And that's it. If you can follow us on social media, that would be great. Instagram is plugging along, so join us on Instagram. Facebook at Anabella's Shop. Facebook group is Anabella's Shop group. And then our private sal is Country Cottage Needleworks monthly sampler. And you can find all of that right on the page. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing everyone next week. And remember, if there's anything that you need, don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks again. See you soon.